Live from Studio 6B in the Fimbulgemont Recreational Center for the Fashionably Exasperated, it's Pran Funkels Live. And now, join us for lots of prank phone calls.
Pran Funkels Live. Well, folks, it's just me tonight, Cody. Welcome to the show, Pran Funkels. Patrick was going to try to join, but had a bit of a situation, so I guess as I've mentioned before, Mike's not able to do the show right now, and Kira, I'm not sure. Kira was not available tonight. So anyway, I think the first thing that needs to happen is, of course, I check the feed, and Kira, I'm not. All right, sounds like it's working. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you once again tonight, just a heads up, I might be getting a little high. That needs to happen is, of course, I check the feed. Now, let's not listen to that again. Sorry, folks. I guess I was double checking it. Anyway, love you a lot. Like to fancy you. Welcome to the show, Pran Funkels. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to open a beer, folks, and I have this. It's sort of an unconventional bottle opener, and it doesn't work very well. And I've used it a lot on Pran Funkels. It mounts to a wall, and it mounts. You screw it into something. So I screwed it to something in the previous Pran Funkels basement. Now I've not gotten around to doing that in this one. And I was like looking for a bottle opener, and I thought, oh, I can just use this one, even though it's not screwed to the wall. So it doesn't work very well screwed to the wall. I'm not quite sure why. Something about the design or something, I don't know. But it's even harder to use, I've just realized, just by hand, not screwed to the wall. So speaking of screwed to the wall, I'm going to try to get there myself. Pran Funkels. Well, this is a beer that I haven't had in quite a while. I don't know why. Maybe I burned myself out on it at some point. But it's one that's been talked about on the show before. I know Patrick's had it on a show or two. It's Elysian Space Dust IPA. Is that how you say that? Elysian, carry Elysian on this road that I'm a weekle whopper. Speaking of which, we got somebody in the chat, I see. And one thing that I didn't prepare before I started the stream here was soundboards. So, like I was saying, we got somebody in the chat here.
Burger King.
Oops, sorry.
Gary Busey, Burger King.
Is in the chat. So thanks for listening, Mr. King. I'm always like worried about the chat because when I'm not hosting the show on YouTube, I always forget to change it from top chat to or whatever it is, to live chat or whatever the stupid setting is. That the default is where you don't see stuff that everyone says. It's just like only YouTube just decides what it wants you to see. And I see now that Witty Names in the chat. Love you a lot. Thanks for listening. Also, just a heads up. I apologize, of course, for the coughing that happened last week. Somehow it's still not gone. It's been a solid week. Or more than that, I guess. But last week I was coughing, and I think it's already happened once. So apologies in advance. Again, if that happens, I don't know. I was sort of practicing earlier, and it wasn't making me cough. But I guess it seems like the later it gets in an evening, like it sort of comes back. I'll forget about this cough, and I won't have it all day, and then at some point in the evening it starts coming back. So anyway. Okay, so what was I gonna? My throat's cleared up. Gary Busey Burger King is asking about it. I've still got a little bit of gum in my throat. There's a little bit of gum in my gunnicle. When you go into my... Okay, yeah, I'm getting on the verge of coughing loudly into the microphone, so better stop that. And I'm in such a mood for Bertha, too, isn't it? It's a shame. And aren't we all in the mood for some Bertha? Anyway, I guess I guess I should thank the patrons that we had. Jeez, here we go. The patrons on Patreon that we have: Jonathan, Chris Wimberly, KBBB7, and Jessica. If you'd like to help us out, if you enjoy the show, we have a Patreon link as well as a PayPal donation link in the description, as well as on our About page on YouTube. And if you'd like to listen to the show as a podcast, you can find on our About page an RSS feed link that you just copy and paste into your podcast app and all that. I was just realizing I've started getting, I've started sort of memorizing or remembering to say this stuff at the top of a show, and it's weird that I've done so many solo episodes recently, and to the point where I'm actually getting used to the process of like not only saying that stuff, but setting up the stream and all that. Now I will say my computer has been acting very weird. It's been slow on random. Well, I was trying to watch something on HBO, and like the stream kept like it was unwatchable because like it would like buffer or something. Except that I can watch literally anything else streaming with no problem at the highest of quality. So that's really weird. I'm thinking it's something to do with Chrome or something. I don't know. And my operating system is like recently no longer supported by Apple, so that's always good. And so I don't know what's going on with the computer. I had to I had to install an older version of OBS because it an update it had an update which it told me about and let me do, and then it doesn't work. The newest or the one at the time, uh, it's made for a newer operating system, so I had to anyway. Yeah, I think I might have talked about that on the show. I don't know, maybe not, but that happened not too long ago, and then I realized, oh, my computer is going to start acting stupid and like it's time to throw it away and buy a new one. But I guess we'll see how that goes. And what was the other? Oh, yeah, I was right before I started the stream, it was acting really weird and I couldn't click stuff for a minute, and then I couldn't type on in on the keyboard. It would do the Pran Funkels frog noise, uh, or whatever it is, the chirp. I think that's what it's called, but I think it's what I've called the Pran Funkels frog. Um, so hopefully we don't have technical difficulties tonight. Um, I know Kira was having problems with dialing or with well, I think it was Hangouts, and that's what I use. So we'll see how it goes. I have a list of numbers, but I also have a list from it's kind of uh, a list that somebody gave us, who is trusted. We don't normally just take requests necessarily, because if it's like a number that we can't verify, or it's depending on the situation, because who knows what number people are giving you. And I think we had it happen once where it was a police station or something, and we were just like, oh, I got the wrong number or whatever, and that was the end of it. But anyway, so but we have from a trusted source a large list of numbers. I probably won't get to all of them tonight. I don't know, we'll see. But it's a pretty big list, and I don't want to I want to call some other numbers that aren't on that. But I guess my point is I've got a ton of numbers to call tonight. So Don Wong is in the chat. Love you a lot, Don Wong. Donathan Wongathan. If you've listened recently, then you've heard about Kira's computer situation, and it's similar to how I'm describing mine. Um, I'm not sure. I'm hoping I can just upgrade to a newer operating system with mine, and everything will work fine, because I have done that before, and this is an older than shit computer. So anyway, Kira is in need of a newer computer. For one, I mean, for one thing, she needs a backup computer, and she doesn't have one. So the one she is using now would be the backup. But there's some problems with it, and we're trying to get get some money together to get Kira a new computer. So there's those donation links if you like the show and you'd like for it to work for Kira. Okay, so what else was I gonna talk about? There's a note that I had. I meant to bring it up a couple of episodes back, a couple of solo times back ago. Anyway, yeah, you know what I mean. So 99 had commented on a Pran Funkels episode from I think a couple of years ago, maybe 3, and it was one of the I'm guessing I've talked about DHL more than once, but maybe not. But this was an episode where I just talked about how the drive, like I just associate DHL with, vans that like they're driving way too fucking fast and almost running over people. Cause that's like, I was just saying that kind of thing. Like every time I've ever seen like a DHL delivery van or whatever you'd call it, it's like just driving like a complete asshole and going way too fucking fast, like way over the speed limit. And anyway, so 99 had commented and said, "It is hilarious that you say that because when I was 15, I was coming home from school on my bicycle and a DHL van didn't look right and hit me. Luckily, he stopped, but he didn't offer any assistance at all. Caught him doing deliveries at a local plaza maybe a year later, and he had left his keys in the door to the van as he delivered a package to a store. Me and my buddy on our bikes swooped in and stole the keys as when he went into the store, uh, he was stuck there for like an hour. It felt so good." So I thought that was funny, a funny story. um, sorry about the coughing there, but that's a comment. That was the Pran Funkels comment of the week. Actually, no, that doesn't. It's got to be in the live chat. So that's the comment from a while back, I guess is what I'll call that. So yeah, I just didn't want to. I forgotten to read that comment for the last couple of episodes, and I'd made a note to do that. Um, Anybody else in the chat? Looks like we got Colin. Okay, I've been talking, it seems like, for a long time here. I guess we should make a Pran Funkel. Now I'm going to open some soundboards. I have a player for the Flash ones, which I'm not going to use because it seems to slow my computer down, and I do not want that, obviously. It seemed like it kind of worked, but I just don't want to risk having problems because that app is open or program. So I'm only going to use my other soundboards that I have, which I still have quite a few of. So I'm just sorry about that. Just opening one now just to have it ready before I start calling. Okay. Let me see if I have. Sorry, folks. I'm opening soundboards live on the air. Shit. Well, I may. Okay. I was looking for a specific soundboard now, and of course I probably will have to open that Flash player to use it. So, but we won't. I'll wait on that. Let's call this number from our list that someone provided us. And hopefully they can hear me. We can hear them. Sign.
The person you are calling is currently unavailable. Please leave a message.
Let me give it a call back. Call back.
The person you are calling is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
This is Rick. I'm just calling about the 16-ounce shake. Give me a call back. Love you.
Thank you.
That's one of those. No option to do anything. Just thank you. Okay. Well, I was hoping to use that voicemail as a way to test if they can hear me. It didn't cut me off like it as if it didn't hear me. So okay. Now let's go to the next number in the list.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Well, this is Ralph.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yes, hi, this is Ralph. I just was trying to get a hold of you about the economic report that Donald left in the back seat of my car. We're really going to need the Gendelsons on this one. So give me a call back. Okay. Yeah, that's a Google Voice. Not going to be able to play the message back. All right, let's try the next one in the list.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hi, Timmy had a one swinger he was going to rub on your asparagus. I hope this is okay. He told me it would be okay to tell you. If it's off color to you, then we'll figure something else out. Wink, wink. Love you.
Thank you.
God damn it. I wanted to hear that back. Okay. I would just like to, verify that these people can hear me. These voicemail people. Next number on the list.
The person you are calling is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Thelman was going to come over, but we didn't know if your cake decorator was available or not. Please give me a call back as soon as possible. My name's Jacob, and so I'm kind of a wreck.
Thank you.
Okay, every one of these uses the same voicemail system, or it's Google Voice. Let's try this one. Next little bit of the list. Maybe I will get through this list tonight. It's number 7 in that list.
The person you are calling is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Gendelson's on my sandwich. And it tastes like a great nut head on what?
Thank you.
All right. Well, we're going to take a take a break from that list. I have a number here that I don't think I had gotten to from a previous list. So I'm going to try. God damn it. Sorry about that. Going to try that now.
You have reached the office of Wheeler Lumber. Our office is currently closed. Please leave your name and telephone number, and we will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you and have a wonderful day. You have reached the office of Wheeler Lumber. Our office is currently closed. Please leave your name and telephone number, and we will return your call as soon as possible.
Okay.
Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Is there a beep?
You have reached the office of Wheeler
Okay.
Lumber. Our office is currently
Do
closed.
I just start talking?
Please leave your name and telephone number, and we will return.
Thank you for using the auto attendant. Goodbye.
Wow. So all I can figure about that is sometimes with these voicemail systems, and that was one of the older ones, I think. The auto attendant. Maybe not. Well, I remember the automated attendant was one that I would call, and it seemed old at the time, and that was in the 80s. But anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, I think so. On some of those systems, you could set up, you could have like a voicemail box that just played the greeting and it just kept repeating. So maybe that's what was going on there accidentally. Of course, like it's not set up to take incoming messages or something. I don't know. That was weird. Like, and I don't think he said after the beep, ironically, uh, because it's the one time that like nobody needs to be told that, but this is the one time that it doesn't beep and the guy doesn't say it either. So, maybe he did say it. I don't know. Pran Funkels. Live. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you that was a number off of a sign on a bridge, a pedestrian bridge, and it was like this plaque type thing, and it didn't say what it was. It just said Wheeler and it had this 800 number. So I assumed it was like a company makes that puts in bridges or something, or I'm not sure, or maybe I thought it was like where the metal came from, or but apparently it's a lumber company. That's what that sounded like. So that's interesting. And it's not a 24-hour lumber company. That's weird. Okay. Here's a number that I called a few shows back, and I think they called us back and or texted our number. Like, I don't know if it was during the show or a day or two later, but there's no real story about it other than it sucks that I can't have a Google Voice window open so that if somebody texts us back, I can't, I can't see it, or I would be able to if Google Voice worked in my computer. And you know as we've talked about, it's also not working for Kira, and maybe it doesn't work for anybody. I don't know, but it almost seems like each of us have a computer, and and a computer that's older than shit situation. So like it has to do weird stuff and not work properly, even though there's no legitimate reason that should happen. Uh, and it's I'm sort of being sarcastic, but this computer is 10 years old that I'm using, and I just like the way anything electronic is now is if it lasts more than a couple of years, you're really happy about it. So uh, but oddly enough, there's people, I would say myself included, but I'm not sure, but people that have really old computers like Commodores and stuff that you could plug in right now and they would just work. Um, and I do have, it's been, I don't know, it's been many years since I've plugged mine in, but I'm guessing it would just work, you know, even though it's 30 some, 40 some years old. How old are those at this point? Yeah, somewhere in that range. Um, Obviously, I'm a little high, and I'm realizing that myself because I should know like exactly how old a Commodore is. Um, I guess I could sit here and do the math. Do we want to? I think it's about 44 years old, something like that, somewhere in that area. Um, Or maybe I'm off. I don't know. Pran Funkels. Let's take a look at the Pran Funkels chat. You got anybody new in there? Nah. Nah. Don Wong has a question for me and asking if I have the COVID. Well, he didn't put a the in, but I'm guessing I don't. To my knowledge, I don't. I've only had the one symptom that's been going on for over a week, I guess, or is it 2 weeks? My throat gets scratchy in the evening, and I guess I'm realizing just gets worse if I don't go to sleep at a certain time. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna edit this episode. I'm gonna go through and edit out all of every single cough, and it'll be a way shorter episode, folks. I do have some lozenges, or there are some in this house. I would have to go get them, but I might have to do that at some point on Pran Funkels tonight. All right, let's see. Where was I in this list? Alf, how are you doing in this news? Did I call this number yet, or was I just blabbing about? Yeah, I think I was saying that this number, I think, texted us back. So I'm going to call it now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 5, 4.
Okay, well, maybe they'll call us back, in which case I should know about that because it should ring. Gosh, I sure would like to leave a voicemail and be able to play it back. I guess I could have done that just now, but I just reactionarily hung up. That's not a word, right? That's something a hillbilly would put together. What's the correct word there? Is it I don't know. There's some shorter way to say that, right? Somebody in the chat's gonna have a suggestion on that. And Don Wong is recommending Seepacol. It's funny because I have a commercial. Some of it just complete, like, not only is it memorized, but it's pops into my head for no reason every once in a while, and it was part of a Seepacol commercial from the 80s or sometime around maybe early 90s, but I think it was late 80s. And I just remember it was one of those like pseudo rapping, like this is what they think rap is type of deals. And I just remember it saying new lozenges from Call. And I don't remember the rest. I just remember that part. It was just like somebody yelling or some people yelling. And I bet it's on YouTube, but I'm not gonna try to find it right now since I'm solo. Let's see if we can get an answer or leave a message. Here's a number that might actually answer. Should I call those for a change? Numbers that might actually answer? Okay. I don't know about this. Lozenges from Call.
Extra Mile 114.
Hi, I was just curious about your DVDs.
About our what?
Your DVDs. I saw one that had Carol Channing on it. Do you know which film that
We
was?
don't sell DVDs, dude.
They're not in there in the front by the door on that little display. You hanging up on me? Well, I ended that because I think it was taking a really long time to tell me that she actually hung up. Let's give her a call back.
Extra Mile 114.
Yeah, I think we got disconnected. I was asking about the Carol Channing DVD.
Is there something that I can help you with?
Yes, I'm telling you, the DVD that it was a Carol Channing DVD, and I was just curious what the name
We
of the
do
title.
not sell DVDs, sir.
Well,
Have a great
was
night.
it a book on tape? Let's give her one more call back. Now, the dreaded gas station fax machine. The thing you don't want to hear when you're trying to call back a gas station. It's usually 7-Elevens, but that's not what that not what that was. All right, folks. Well, I might have to step away and get a lozenge. At least we got somebody to answer there. So I'm gonna go upstairs, get myself some lozenges. And we'll be right back on Pran Funkels. Pran Funkels. Live. Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Trying to get this chair adjusted. Man, folks, I've had the same chair for the entirety of Pran Funkels, and it has a long, rich history on the show, and it's becoming hard to maneuver around, I gotta say. But it's still holding me up, so that's good. All right. Is the chat still working? Am I still live? I gotta say. But it's still holding me up, so that's good. Okay. Well, do I sound that high? Huh. Okay. I was thinking I should probably give that lady a call back, because I just needed to clarify something.
Extra mile 114.
Hi, I just wanted to clarify. It may not have been a DVD. It might have been a book on tape, like the autobiography of Carol Channing, read by Carol Channing. I'm waiting for it to say that she. Okay, there we go. I like how she heard me out before she hung up. Like I was trying to get it all in there because I didn't want her to hang up before she heard it. But it seemed like she listened to it and then made the decision. I'm going to hang up now. Having heard that entire statement, I was just thinking, like, if it's a truck stop, obviously it's not a Love's, but you know, sometimes they have weird, crappy DVDs or book on. Do they still make book on tapes? Or, I feel like I've seen that, or book on CDs at some truck stops in the recent years. So I mean, I know they're not putting, you know, CD players in vehicles these days, but or are they? Is that the hipster thing to do? Is have a CD player in your car? I don't know. But in my day, CDs were something only rich men could own. Am I gay? I do have an update. There was an accidental 3 voices grandpa last week. If you were listening, I think I referred to it as 4, but it was 3. I confirmed. I listened to it repeatedly, and I can now verify it was a 3-voiced grandpa just for a half second or so on the last episode of Pran Funkels. Okay. I'm going to try to open the soundboard. See if this works, or if it slows down my computer. Are you enjoying listening to me open it? I keep thinking I'm gonna sneeze, so I'm muting. Okay, I don't think it's happening at this point. I'm not finding this soundboard that I could have sworn that I had. I'm gonna do a search. No, I'm not seeing it. Okay. Well, I guess I can't do that. Can't do that request. That was for Georgia Brawler, which I thought I had, but I, for some reason, don't. I'm not going to try to get it right now. So this next one I'm going to do, this is in that list I was talking about. This is number 2 in that list. Has a link to this individual's Instagram account. So I'm going to try to look at that right now. It's got a interesting username. What do you call it on Instagram? What's your yeah, whatever your name is on that. What's it? What do they call it? Okay, I'm looking at this. I'm almost not even sure if this is what the. Okay, well, I'm going to call this number and be surprised if it works. Let's see. Here's the number. Okay.
Hey, please leave a message after the tone. Leave your contact information. If it's important, I will leave a message right back, or I will give you a call back as soon as possible. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Sorry, that mailbox is full. Thank you for
Ah.
calling. Goodbye.
The mailbox and other stuff is full at the moment, I'm guessing. That sounded like who I saw on the Instagram account. Okay. Well, just no more room in that mailbox. Eh. Speaking of boxes, I like to box Kevin's ears. Put on my big red boxing gloves, and I just box the shit out of Kevin's ears. Wayne sits back and just laughs, just watches me box the shit out of Kevin's ears. It's a show. It's called The Wonder Years. Ever heard of it? Yeah, that's what happens on it. Stuff like that. Okay. Have I ever explained it like that on the show? I don't know if that might be a Pran Funkels first. All right, I'm gonna skip down in this this list that I'm looking at. I'm gonna skip to number 19, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to read the description of this number. Actually, I think I probably am supposed to read it. Let's see if they answer. Hello? Hello?
You have called 917-557-5660.
No, what's that? Oh, okay. Well, thanks for telling me what I've called. Okay. Sorry about that. Well, it says lewd and lascivious comments. This is the description of that phone number. So I don't know what that means, but I guess I'll call it back.
You have called 9.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, I was hoping that would somebody to answer there. All right, this next one is a number 20 in that list, and looks like it's a pizza place. Oh, let's call it pizza place. Thinking I got aborted.
Thank you for calling AutoCom Ave. We're sorry we missed you. Our hours are 11 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Please visit autoportland.com to see our menu, place a future order, or join Auto Rewards. We look forward.
Okay. Well, I guess that was Wait, where did it say that? It seems like they should be open. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's call this. It's apparently an old man of some sort. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's try the next number, number 23 in that list. Did you hear that ding?
Hello.
Hey,
Who's this?
you there? This is Arnold.
Who's this?
Arnold, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you something. Yeah,
Who is this?
Arnold. Am I
Who is this?
gay? Am I gay? Do you know? I'm just trying to figure out. Am I gay? I watched a man finish a Rubik's Cube. Does that make me gay?
He hung up. Well, I don't know how long he was actually still on there. I'd like to think that he heard all that. Let's give him a call back. Dirty, dirty, dirt.
Your call has been an automatic voice message system. 424.
Ah, boy. Let's try it again, just from the halibut.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 424.
Hi, I just was really trying to figure this thing out. Now it made a bunch of noises. And then I kind of sniffed it, and this doesn't smell like what it should smell like. Anyway, we were trying to figure out this machine and what it does. My father was also trying to figure out if you knew of his sexual orientation. So give me a call back. Thanks.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press message review.
Hi,
just was really trying to figure this thing out. Now, it made a bunch of noises. And then I kind of sniffed it, and this doesn't smell like what it should smell like. Anyway, we were trying to figure out this machine and what it does. My father was also trying to figure out if you knew what's his sexual orientation. So give me a call back. Thanks.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase, to send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2. Thank you. Your message has been sent. Goodbye.
Urgent. So urgent.
All right, folks. Well, I have a lozenge that's not from Cepacol in my mouth right now, so I'm sorry if you can tell. But I'm just trying to put a curb on this cough. Probably shouldn't be talking in that voice. All right, where were we? It sounded like shit on that voicemail, so I don't know if that's how I sound to people, but I'm hoping it's just that voicemail really sucks. Just adjusting my microphone. Did you hear that? Gary Busey Burger King appears to still be here in the chat. Says a lemon party. Yep. Okay.
You left us a message about some diabetic test strips, and you were looking for a quote.
Test strips, yes. Okay. Let's try this. The next number in the list is number 24. I'm apprehensive about reading some of these descriptions of the numbers, so I'm not going to read this one. But I'm amused by it. They'll say that.
You have reached the voicemail box of 310.
Okay. My screen was seemed like it might be moving slowly there for a second. Okay. What's with all these people that turn their cell phones off at night? That's weird. Well, let's try number 25 on the list. They talking about it. That's right. All day. There's menthol and there's alcohol at the same time. Well, the methane too.
You have reached the voicemail box of 95.
Come on and read all about it. Discover the clues. Remember that show, folks? That was a good one. Educational PBS type of show in the 80s. I think there was some kind of robot TV screen type thing. Or maybe it was supposed to be a computer. I don't know. I'm just now remembering it. Not that I ever forgot it, but I'm just conjuring up the opening theme to it. So that's just what. Okay. Let's try this next number. Now this one has a pretty amusing description that I don't want to read. It's number 26 in that list. Oh,
Hello.
Hello. Can you talk to Diane?
Hello.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Are you there?
I couldn't get to the soundboard fast enough. I was trying to locate it. Let's give him a call back.
Yeah, on the call. Hello.
Are you there?
Of course I'm here. Are you there?
Stephanie?
Hello.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
How can I help you?
Thought I'd give you a call and see if we can learn what brand of test strips you have.
Kind of what?
My phone just rang and it was you.
Was that coronavirus?
This is an awfully strange call.
It is an awfully strange call. Where are you?
Trying to get a hold of you. We'd gotten your message that you wanted to talk to us about our diabetic test strips.
No. I'm sorry.
You called and left us a message yesterday about some diabetic test strips.
No, ma'am.
You left us a message. You said you wanted to talk to us about diabetes or diabetic test strips.
Oh, okay. Could you hear me that whole time? Could you hear me laughing during the... Oh. Ah, shit. Okay. Incoming call. Hello. Oh, we had an incoming call. Like it popped up right as I was clicking somewhere on the screen, so I like hung up on it or declined the call accidentally. And I thought maybe I could click on the other window I have open and answer it on that one. And as soon as I got to it there, it disappeared. So yeah, I think that was that. I think it was that guy calling back. So let's give him one more call.
You have reached the voicemail box of 303-598.
Okay. Well, I like the extreme delay and when you tell Hangouts to hang up and when it actually does. Well, let's go to number 27 in the list.
You have reached the voicemail box of 9.
We've heard that an awful lot tonight. All right. 28 in the list. I did skip some earlier. I don't think it was very many.
You have reached the voicemail box of 5, 6.
Oh boy. There's number 29 in that list.
The subscriber you have dialed is not in service. If you feel you've received this message in error, please hang up and try your call again later. Message NY24456. The subscriber you have dialed is not in service. If you feel
Well, tonight's Pran Funkels trivia question for our live chat participants. What state was that recording referring to? Now let's see if I can find. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was looking for the chat on my computer. I don't see anybody with the correct answer in the chat or even an attempt at the trivia question. Anybody got a guess there? Okay. Well, I'm sure you know what it is. Yeah. All right. Let's try number 30. All these have really interesting names or descriptions. They sound very promising, and then I'm calling them and it's just going to voicemail. Eh.
Please leave your message for
Karina Ayanu.
Let's give him another try.
Please leave your message for
Okay. I don't think it was actually ringing. Number 31 in that list.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Michael Ross.
Okay. Sorry, folks. I was looking at my texts. But there's a number that I had added to the list that Kira, I guess, had checked, and it's just goes to a water. So we won't even bother calling that. That'll save us some time. So thanks, Kira, for that best behind the scenes tidbit. I will not waste any time trying to call. It's a crappy product, but anyway. Let's try this again. Or maybe I didn't call this yet, but we're trying it. Here it is. We're trying it. We're trying it. We're trying it. Chipasa.
Your call has been forwarded to an voice message system.
Michael Ross.
We did not get your message. Either you were not speaking because of bad connection. Disconnect. Press 1 to record your message. 2.
All right. I don't know what was going on there. I just heard something that sounded like a gunshot within, close enough where I could hear that it sounded like that. But who knows what it was? Eh? That's nice. For the nice people. All right, let's move on to the next number in the list. Number 32.
Boston Scientific Security.
You know, we start out pretty early here.
Excuse me?
At Pizza Hut. Sir?
This is Boston Scientific Security.
Folks, right now, we may need that in the studio. Right now. Are you there, sir?
I believe you may have the wrong number.
Folks, right now. My neck doesn't move, or my neck might move, but my head fall off if it did. In the studio. Hello? Hello? Okay, I just said that he hung up. Hmm. Let's give him a call back.
You have reached the Sprint voicemail box of 85793.
Hmm. Well, people still have Sprint PCS phones, apparently, that can receive voicemail or email. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm just trying to find. Oh, let's try this number. This is back on my list. And I don't think this number has been dialed recently or ever. It's very slow moving suddenly. Okay. Let's try this one. Herbert.
Hello, you've reached Nick with Nick James Media. Please leave a detailed voicemail and I will call you back as soon as I can. Thank you.
Hi, I was just calling about that commercial that you had that Jim West was wearing them sunglasses like in that Wild Wild West movie. Now, did y'all get those at Burger King or where was it? I punched it and it didn't go. Hello? Had some glasses questions, honey. Okay. Well, let's try him one more time. Teacher lady wants to talk to him.
Hello, you've reached Nick with Nick James Media. Please leave a detailed voicemail and I will call you back as soon as I can. Thank you.
Well, I was wondering if y'all had thought about doing like one of them TV, I'm sorry, one of them TV commercials and had like you could have it say like, I'm Nick James, bitch. Kind of like on that, have you seen that Chappelle show? I was just saying y'all could do like a little parody and do it of that. Y'all thought about doing that? Well, call me back. I just wanted to run that by you, hun. Now press pound when you're done, or you press the 1 star. I'm gonna hang up. Okay. Well, let's try this number. This is an adult shop.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hmm. Oh, I'm calling that back, but it's probably not worth sitting there for that long.
Hello. Leave a message after the tone.
Hello. Hey. Well, I farted on a balloon and it smelled a little different. And I'm starting to change my mind. Am I gay? There's Gonzo inside my toilet. Okay. Let's try this one.
You've reached Adam Goldman with Space Eugene. Please leave your name and number after the beep, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Great nuts, and I'm eating. What? Hello? Hogwash.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and re-record. Press 3 to continue recording where you have pressed an incorrect key. If you are satisfied, message review.
Wow, there's an extreme delay there.
Nuts, and I'm eating. What? Hello? Hogwash.
Okay. I'm going to have to close and reopen those dialing windows because they're getting very slow. And I'm going to attend to something else too. So we'll be right back on Pran Funkels. Love you a lot. Welcome back to Pran Funkels. Hope you enjoyed that. Did you hear that? That was the Pran Funkels chair. I was trying to think of there's a couple of different things I was going to talk about that were things that occurred, I believe, today. I know what one of them is, and it doesn't seem very interesting, but there's something else I keep thinking of at the wrong moment, and then I can't think of it when I'm deciding that I want to talk about something. So, uh, well, I was well. I guess we should take a look at the Pran Funkels chat. We've got some more people in it. We've got Lavu Robotnik, Vermont, Teddy Wares, and Peter Lalik. KBBBBBBB7. Love you a lot. And I think that might be it. I was just reading the chat there, and people were talking about the teacher lady character, which has a deeper voice right now as a result of, well, she's got a frog in her throat. Witty Name says if you search in YouTube, woman rages over extra McRib, and the woman in it is exactly like the female character Cody does. So do I need to look that up and we'll listen to it on the show? I'm not sure if he's talking about Bertha or Teacher Lady. Two totally different characters, but also similar in that they're from Oklahoma. Let's see now. What am I supposed to be looking up? Okay. Oh, Google knew exactly what I was going to look up.
I have an announcement to make to y'all, to the people of America. I was at this here McDonald's on Dorset. It's Monday night. I was just disrespected in there, almost got in a fight with the gal in there. First of all, my first issue is the drive-thru was filled all the way up, and I had to walk inside.
Yeah, I think that's I think that's Teacher Lady. I'm guessing this is a character that this lady is doing, because it looks like she's wearing a wig that's made out of Betamax tape, out of the tape out of a Betamax cassette, and fashioned into the shape of a spider or something. So anyway, I was hoping it would sound more like Marla, I'm coming. I'm coming and I've got you now.
Goodbye.
Okay. Let's see if we can get somebody to answer on Pran Funkels. Now, this is a number we called a couple of shows ago, and I know someone answered toward the very end of the show, and it was very surprising that someone answered. I was just realizing that I needed to open the new dialing window. I talked about it but didn't do it earlier. So now I'm doing it. And it's very, very interesting to listen to. Okay. Now I'm waiting to be able to paste the number here. Okay, now let's try it. Vermont Teddy Wares. I was calling about the Vermont Teddy Wares. They've got a Widow Bear Hospital. Vermont Teddy Bears. God damn it. I want Vermont Teddy Bears in my lap. Okay. Well, that was a number that answered multiple times before, and of course, now they don't. Let's call this other number from my list that I'm not sure if we called yet on the show before.
Thank you for choosing ServPro. We're always here to help. How can I help you?
Hey. Hello?
Hello?
Are you there?
Hello.
Okay. Give me a call back.
Thank you for choosing ServPro. We're always here to help. How can I help you?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
I'm sorry?
We would try again to reach you. We'd missed a call from your telephone number.
Well, let's give her a call back.
Thank you for calling Surfro of Douglas County. Please hold for the next available representative.
Thank you for choosing Surfro. We are always here to help. How may I help you?
You called and left us a message yesterday about some diabetic test strips.
Some diabetic tests.
Thought I'd give you a call and see if we can learn what brand of test strips you have.
Oh, well, we do asbestos remover, bed bug extermination, board up, carpet cleaning, textile cleaning, contents cleaning. That's fire and smoke damage cleanup, hazmat cleaning, mold removal, trauma scene cleanup, water damage cleanup, and things of that nature.
In order for me to know if I can buy your test strips, I would have to know what brand they are and when they expire.
Well, I think that's best the thing is to call when the office is open. Usually people are calling for emergency service right now.
Diabetic test strips. Diabetic test strips. Hold on a second, I can't hear you. Hello?
Okay, I guess he hung up. That guy he reminded me of two very similar characters, but he reminded me of a combination of Cleveland from Family Guy and Stanley from The Office. It was like somewhere in between those two guys. Let me give him a call back.
Thank you for choosing SurfPro. We're always here to help. How can I help you?
Terribly sorry. Lane Willingwater, how are you tonight? Oh boy. Well, she did not enjoy that accent. She just leans heavily towards just hanging up on people. Just anything a little bit suspect. Just hang up on that potential customer or possible client. Oh no, just hang up on them. Take a dog in the morning. I just remembered something I want to talk about. People say that FM radio or digital everything, radio is dead. People say it's dead because, people are downloading the songs in the iTunes and stuff like that. And all that. Take a dog in the morning. Classic rock all day. Everybody else is here. They're just kind of quiet today. I'm just talking more than anybody else. Take a dog in the morning. Classic rock all day. So, I beg to differ because I turned on my radio this morning. Well, my wife did, and it was on one of those alternative rock quote unquote stations, and it was playing one of my favorite alternative rock songs. I've been hearing it on the radio constantly for the last 20, 21 or 22 years. And it's a class. No, I'm sorry, it's not classic rock. It's one of those brand new rock alternative songs, and it's by the Foo Fighters, and it's "There Goes My Hero."
That's right. And then later in the day, uh, the radio was turned on that same station. This was probably 6 to 8 hours later in the day, in the morning, in the evening, and they were playing a song by the Foo Fighters at this point, and I was, oh, there goes my hero. So you tell me that radio sucks. Radio is alive and well, folks. Take it out about it. It's alive and well. We got all the crew here. They got laryngitis. They've lost their voices, so they're not here tonight. I mean, they're here. They're here. I'm sorry. Their voices are not here tonight. That's what I meant by that. Okay, take it out about it. Classic rock all day. Oh, I guess I need to play a classic rock song for you. Well, I got one queued up. Oh wait, this is a classic. This is some new stuff that's confusing, and this is some kind of new age punk rock stuff here. Take it out.
All the people are so happy now, their heads are caving in. I'm glad they are a snowman with protective rubber skin, but every little thing's a domino that falls on different dots and crashes into everything that tries to make it stop. And the mirror, it reflects a tiny dancing skeleton, surrounded by a fleshy overcoat and swaddled in a furry hat, elastic mask, a pair of shiny marble dice. Some people call them snake eyes, but to me they look like mice. And nothing smelling like a rose. But I don't care if no one's coming up for air, 'cause I know nothing's gonna change my clothes ever anymore. All the people are so happy now, their heads are caving in. I'm glad they are a snowman with protective rubber skin, but every little thing's a domino that falls on different dots and crashes into everything, tries to make it stop. And nothing's smelling like a rose, but I don't care if no one's coming up for air. I know nothing's gonna change my clothes ever anymore. No, 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 nothing's smelling like a rose, but I don't care if no one's coming up for air. I know that nothing's gonna change my clothes ever anymore.
Welcome back to Pran Funkels. Well, I think we all needed to hear that. I was thinking of. Oh, but did I mention BBs in the chat? Love you a lot, BB. And Jaggy Frisbee is in the chat. That I mentioned Peter Lalique. I think my chat may have just done a lot of catching up. I don't know. Anyway, I think we all needed to hear that song there. And you know, folks, we're all kind of going through some shit, and I'm going through some shit, and I'm not just you know, I'm personally. I mean, we've got our own shit going on besides whatever else is going on, be it a pandemic or people protesting or rioting. And, you know, I have my job that I want to quit a lot. And, you know, I've certainly talked about that enough.
But one thing that I look forward to every week is Pran Funkels. And if you look forward to it every week, then you feel pretty much the same way I do about it. It's something I can. It's a highlight. It's something I can look forward to. And I love you a lot, and I want to fancy you. I guess is basically what I'm trying to say. If it helps you distract from whatever crap and crud is going on in your life, then that's great, and I hope it does. Anyway. Just wanted to express that, and I'm not sure if I got it out exactly how I wanted to, but this is the episode of Pran Funkels where I finally remember to talk about those things that I've been wanting to talk about. And if I had the Eddie Haskell coming out as gay clip queued up, I'd play it right now from SCTV. The Leave It to Beaver anniversary sketch. But I don't. Did we talk about Ken Osmond? Was that his name? Yeah, Eddie Haskell passed away. Did we talk about that, Squirt? Star of Leave It to Beaver, as well as the new Leave It to Beaver. Okay. Well, it's probably time to make a Pran Funkel. Let's call one from my list.
Deal.
Hey.
Hi. Can I help you?
I had some. Yeah, 34 guys.
To be what?
34 guys. How are their
I'm not sure.
mustaches?
What is it that you need?
34 guys watching bull on night court.
Okay. Anything I can actually help you with?
You can't provide that for me? I was
I have
told
no
you
idea what you're talking about.
Are you a Magic 34 gentleman? Okay. Let's give him a call back.
This is Jerry with the Keyhole Locksmith.
Hello? Hello? Let's try to call back. Try him again.
This is Jerry with the Keyhole Locksmith.
I keep thinking of these. Sorry. Keep thinking of these things to say when I call these people back, and then every time I think of something good, they don't answer. But I was gonna just well, let me see if there's another locksmith, and I'll just try it. Rather than describe it. All right, let's try a different locksmith, and I'll do what I was gonna do there. Got a three-way of rings.
You have reached the voicemail box of 541.
All right. Well, let's try this other locksmith number.
Locksmith Plus, how can I help you?
Hi, I was listening and I heard some gentlemen on the other side of the adjacent room in the hotel room I'm in. And I was wondering if you could open that door. It sounded like 34 men in there. They were sharp dressed.
Did he just hang up right then? Because the call disappeared right when I heard that. Let's give him a call back.
Locksmith Plus.
Channel 34's sharp dressed men. Yay or nay?
Yep, he hung up. Apparently it responds immediately if this guy hangs up.
Time to play games, man. Don't you have something better to do?
Watch bull on night court, motherfucker.
Okay, he hung up. I'm going to go back in this list. I'm going to call number 12 in the list. I'm not sure. I don't think I called it earlier. But somebody needs to be told to watch bull on night court.
Hello? Hello?
Watch bull on night court. Hello?
That was a fast hang up. Let's give him a call back.
Hello?
Watch bull on night court, motherfucker.
He hung up. Well, there's one more thing he needs to know. I'm Chris Hansen.
You have reached the voicemail box of 3035.
Before Jim Carrey was the Joker, he was once bitten. Channel 34's sharp dressed bed.
To send your message, press 1 at any time. To listen to your message,
Before Jim Carrey was the Joker, he was once bitten. Channel 34's sharp dressed bed.
to send your message, press 1 at any time. To message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Not urgent. Because it was not an option, folks. Right now. In the stereo. My neck doesn't move.
Please leave your message for 805.
Okay. Well, it's starting to seem like a Hasbro situation. Mm-hmm.
Hello?
When you come into my caramel colored come over, you're gonna get friendly people. Hello?
What? Hello?
Yes, when you come into my gonna go in my caramel colored come over. It's McGonagall's. Hello? I can't hear you. I got salt in my throat. Hello?
Hey,
Who is this?
I think you got the wrong number.
I'm coming into your gonna go. I like your friendly people.
What?
Your friendly people smell like watermelon.
That's nice.
Friendly people in your hand. Okay. And he hung up right before I coughed. So that was good timing for that call to end. Folks, I was going to tell this story real quick. And it falls into the category of, why does this happen to me? Come on now. Although I was somewhat of a bystander for it, technically, it didn't directly happen to me, but well, I'll just tell the story. So, the other day, me and my lady are standing in the kitchen, and somebody knocks at the door, and we go to the door, and it's one of the next door neighbors, and he's holding a flower arrangement with a note on it, and he's like, "Oh, they they dropped this off with us, but because you weren't home earlier, and it's for you." And of course, it's for some person's name that we've never even like gotten junk mail or anything. Like this is a name that we've never even seen before. And this guy's just like our neighbor. So this floral company, like that, with that already, that's seems odd. Like why? I don't know. I guess that's an old fashioned thing to do, but also like I don't know. I guess the quarantine and all that stuff, like we're just nobody's worrying about stuff that's being touched and breathed on. But so it's weird that so we called the floral company and they were like, oh well, that was the address that we were given. So it appeared to be from like this company that this person worked for. So, but the floral company just said, well, enjoy the flowers and thanks for letting us know, basically. So then the next day, uh, we get a text from our landlord, and I guess he was like, well, there's this lady that lives down the street that just always gets stuff delivered to my address. And she said that there's a package that got delivered that you accepted or something. So of course we were like, no, they delivered flowers to the next door neighbor and like didn't check to verify the name or anything, obviously. Uh, and then we like called the floral place, and they're like, oh, that's interesting because we tried to contact both the sender and the recipient, and we can't get a hold of either of them. But they've obviously like taken the time to call our landlord and like as if we just like, oh boy, flowers. Oh yeah, of course that's me. And like, we're trying to keep their flowers. So they asked us to place them or to like get, bring them back. And we were, we weren't going to take them to this wrong address. Like, why is it our job? I guess, we could be nice and do that, except we're already at like, how many like face to face front door interactions need to occur right now? Um, so we just like put the flowers out in front of our house and they came and got them. But it's just a really stupid, like, almost like, something that would happen on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like, we're somehow we end up being the assholes because we accepted these like we didn't want these flowers, but we also didn't want to be tasked with delivering them to the proper address. So you know just one of those things. And yeah, they came and got them, which is another thing. Like, I really want to get my 1 day old flowers that sat in some stranger's house for a day and had lots of people breathing on it. And as I mentioned before, folks, I can't definitively tell you that I don't have the COVID, but somebody definitely wanted flowers that I molested heavily. They want to proudly place them in their house. Uh, anyway, just a fucking weird thing. Like one of those things that's life isn't weird and fucked up enough. Like something like that has to happen in the middle of it. And it's not even like it's, it doesn't even affect me that much. It's just kind of happening around me. Pran Funkels. Live. Okay. Well, I think we should make another Pran Funkel. Let's see. I don't know if I think I called all the numbers from my list. Oh wait. Here's one that we called before that probably should be called again.
Late Night Donuts, can I help you?
Yes, I had a question about the donuts.
1 dozen donuts?
I had a question.
Yes.
Do you have the donut holes there?
I have the holes.
You do?
How many dozen?
I watched a man eat a donut hole. Am I gay? Does that make me gay? Sir,
Yes.
does it make me gay if I watched a man eat a donut hole? Are you gay?
Okay. Too much noise.
Are you gay? Hello? That was his complaint, was too much noise about the whole thing. BB says Bertha would have poured ranch dressing on the flowers and inhaled them. Okay, sorry, folks. I was just reading the chat. Should probably try to make some more Pran Funkels. Eh? Is that what we do on this show? Let's go back to the other list. Number 15. Let's make that call. Now, like Mr. Kenneth Kingston.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
How are you doing?
Who's it?
Bed Bennington Associate.
Huh?
Bed Bennington Associate. Can I help you with your rectum? Did you need help? Oh, he hung up. Let's give him a call back. Number 15 in the list.
Hello?
Hi, Bed Bennington Associates.
Hey,
Did you
stop
need
calling.
help?
Stop calling this number.
Well, I was going to help you with your rectum.
I don't need no help. Stop calling. Crackhead.
Not with your rectum. I just thought I'd massage it for you.
Stop being a crackhead and calling me at this time. Stop being weird. Stop calling.
You're a dumb motherfucker.
Stop calling. Oh, you're weird. Trash.
I rubbed oatmeal on your nutsack while you were sleeping last night. Well, I don't know. Should I keep calling him back? Maybe we'll come back to him. Like the dad on Life Goes On, we'll come back after this. More, put more music.
The wireless customer you are calling is not available. Please try again later.
El cliente de servicio móvil al que llama no se encuentra disponible. Favor de intentar más.
Dong, dong, dong. Well, let's call that other guy back. When in home.
The wireless customer you are calling is not available.
Did it not dial the right number?
The wireless customer you are
Okay. Well, maybe 2 in a row of those did that. Let's see if we can get somebody to answer on Pran Funkels.
Please leave your message for
Karina Ayanis.
All right, well, let's try this one.
Please leave your message for 90.
Now let's try 37A.
Your call has been
Message.
forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Go.
Now let's try 37B.
The number you are trying to call is not reachable. PPS 6180.
As long as you have the numbers.
Hey, it's Reba. You know what? I'm terrible at checking my voicemail. So why don't you send me a text to 615-436-8697. I'll respond as soon as I can. Have a great day. Bye.
Well, that was totally legitimate.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. The mailbox belonging to
Cubit Street AMP.
Has gone to a different dimension. I'm going, you're gonna go. I'm going, you're gonna go. And I'm calling number 34.
34? That's a good number in the list.
Please leave your message for
Isabel.
Huh. All right. Give me just a second here. All right, let's call this number.
Thanks for calling Wayfair. Our sales and service team is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also check the status of your order or request changes at any time by visiting the My Account page on wayfair.com, or you can send us an email by going through our help section. Thank you for choosing Wayfair.
I would like to speak with a person, god damn it.
Goddamn motherfucker. All right, let's try this next number in the list.
$35.
I'm sorry.
Please leave your message for Nothing has been recorded. Record your message after. Nothing.
Scooter's nut is going bean buns. Yeah.
To replay your message, press. Your message has been sent. Thank you for calling.
Well, I might have been muted when I didn't think I was. There's some test strips that need to be sold. Trying to close something that opened on my computer for no reason. Okay. Folks, right now in the studio. We'll be right back. Well, we received a complaint in the Bimble department. Apparently the committee didn't think there were enough Bimbles. Sorry, folks. We really weren't trying to offend anybody. Let's try to make a Pran Funkel. Number 36 and the last.
What's going on, guys? This is Michael McCrudden from Before They Are Famous. Now, this number is to text. It's not to leave voicemails. I won't be listening to the voicemails. I won't be getting back to them. Text me.
Michael, I really wanted your crumbs in me. Okay, I love you.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2.
Michael, I really wanted your crumbs in me. Okay, I love you. Yeah, it's about.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. Message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Condots. Can't take a car. Oh, I received a flip phone call from a certain gentleman. But let's call this other gentleman.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 469.
$41.
Ronnie. I'm not available right now. Please call the office.
That's good. This is Ronnie. Another call.
This is Ronnie. I'm not available right now. Would you please?
Damn it. I really wanted him to answer. Well, let's call this number back. A certain donut number. Eh.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. The mailbox below. Please enter your password. I'm sorry, that is not the correct.
Okay. Pran Funkels will be right back.
This is Jerry with the Keyhole Locksmith.
Call me back, god damn it. It's fuzzed.
Pran Funkels. Let's try to make another call. Just one more here. Try to get an angel answer.
Thank you for
Hello?
calling Truck and Travel TA. Your call is very important to us. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Otherwise, please choose from the following selections. For administration and card lock services, press 2. To speak with the fuel desk or page a driver, press 3. Gas station, press 4. Truck service center, press
TA Truck and Travel. This is September.
Hi, I was just wondering if you'd had any people come in there for gas at the gas station lately.
This is in the gas station.
You have the fuel pumps?
We have diesel only.
Well, I saw a fat kid in a parade that was riding on some kind of jet ski, but it looked like it might have taken diesel fuel from your gas station. Do you know anything about it?
But dear, I'm not at the gas station. I am at the fuel desk diesel stop. I have nothing to do. I can't see the gas station from here.
You haven't stared at it like I have. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
If you haven't seen the guy that's holding the can of gas on the sign?
Dear, I can't see anything over here.
There's a man holding the gas can on the sign at the gas station. Do you mind
Is he now?
if I'm trying to stare at it, but people keep driving by and interrupting my stare.
Okay, yeah, I think you might have to, go up there and see if he's real.
Well, there's a bit of a Gendelson situation going on in my nether regions.
Is there now?
Ma'am, I don't think you're taking my staring at a gas station sign very seriously.
I'm not, you're right.
Well, I love you a lot and I'd like to fancy you. You sound very attractive.
You have a good night.
All right. Love you a lot. Pran Funkels. Love you a lot. Wanna fancy you. Good night.